Race 32 then, Phil Symes, Clive Stoneman, raceman already this afternoon, Fred Skinner and Lester Page. Looks like we're an outfit, we got the 4 outfits on the line then for race number 32. Lester Page, Fred Skinner, Paddy Monk, hand in the air, now they're ready, away they go. Fred Skinner makes that cracking start, and once again Clive Stoneman has completely missed the start. He's got to come through from the back as Fred Skinner leads in the bank in for the first time. Lester Page making a move round the outside. Phil Symes holds the third, and Clive Stoneman working his way to the field, moves through into third place, looking for that second place of Lester Page, trying to find a way through on the inside. Lester Page holding the line as Fred Skinner leads. They completely open there, but Page in second, Stoneman is in third, Symes is back in fourth. They're bunching up for the first 3 places, virtually 3 abreast on that banking, and Page makes a move on the outside of Skinner to move into the leading position. Skinner comes back up the inside trying to retake that lead. Stoneman looking for a gap that isn't there at the present moment as Page has gone wide again. Skinner again trying to come through on the inside. Clive Stoneman trying to find a way through on the inside. 3 abreast again as they complete 2. Page leads him, but Skinner in second, Stoneman in third, Symes surprisingly back in fourth again. Stoneman trying to find a way through on the inside. Fred Skinner, and that's allowing Page to pull away at the front. Page leads him, and Skinner in second, Stoneman in third, Symes in fourth. Into that bottom corner on lap number 3, and still Page with the advantage. Skinner holds a second, Stoneman makes a move round the outside, trying to get round Fred Skinner, gets round Fred Skinner to move through into second place. Skinner comes again with Stoneman again back round the outside. Can he get at Page in that last half lap as Page leads on the back straight for the full time? Stoneman making a move as they go into the bottom corner. Page holds a tight line, almost locks it up. Stoneman's coming right round the outside. Who's they getting? It's desperately tight. Stoneman gets it from Page in second, Skinner in third, Symes in fourth place. Super ride there by Clive Stoneman. Completely missed the start, was boxing in third place for 3 of the 4 laps, found a way around the outside of Fred Skinner, and then eventually caught number 52, Lester Page, on the run into the line.
Get underway, we'll see if anybody else has as they get underway and come past me for the first time as Colin has got to the front. John Halsey is right there with him, Gary Jackson on the outside as they all come together in that first turn. While they're getting themselves sorted out of this, Colin now after him in second place, John Halsey up there in third spot, and again Ivor Matthews has got a lot of work to do from that 5th place. But at the front, holding a very, very tight line, is Colin Blackbourn and Eddie Alvis. Pete Goodwin now trying to get up the inside of everybody as he's moved up on 3rd place, John Halsey. John Halsey saying, I'll have none of that in your state. And a great ride once again from Colin Blackbourn and Eddie Alvis as they come round that pit bend. Gary Jackson opting for a much tighter line this time to see if he can get a bit more grip as he's closed right up on Colin Blackbourn. Well, he's certainly in a position to pounce now as he goes round the outside. He's gone very, very wide. Colin Blackbourn sees him and responds to it. They have just one more pit bend to go. Now remember, Gary was very quick coming off this pit bend. He's going very, very wide. He's going to try and cut the axis back across this finishing straight. But as Colin comes through on the inside, it's going to be close and very, very close on the line. Whoa! Well, I'm sitting in a nice position here and next to our finishing marshal. And I'm saying that flag. Shouldn't get carried away with myself, shall I? Because the checkered flag comes down as you can see. Once again, it is going to be close as they come to the line. Gary Jackson takes the race win, though. Well, I shouldn't try and cut the races short, shall I, when he's getting that exciting? But
looks for number 40, Neil Owens and Melbourne. Take their place to line up. They've just turned up now. Let's look and see 6 chariots on the line. The chariots are fire here this afternoon for the big final. Run the stars order. There is Rise and the Saints fly, and here they come, and it's an even break. Who is it going to be? Matt Sills just gets the advantage into the first turn. From Rod and Gareth Winterburn moving into second. Mark Cossar and Nick Wilson in third. John Hiscock in fourth. Neil Owen moving up from fourth into third. From fifth up to fourth position. Can't count now. 69. Matt Tyrrell, Shaun Yates, 38. Let the last leg go this way with these two in that last leg in the same race together. As I said, the far Cornish southwest and the north meeting, and they're meeting again in this one. And the Winterburns are coming in very fast into that corner. He throws it tight, flicks it on that corner, comes up on the inside, not quite enough this time. 2 more laps to go in this to be final. Matthew Tyrrell, Shaun Yates leading. The Winterburns in second place. Mark Ossar now trying on the Winterburns, and to the centre green goes John Hiscock. Problems for him and Gareth Bemister. Meanwhile, on the front line, he's looking fast and furious, and again Winterburn takes that inside run, coming along this straight now, right alongside Matthew just holds the throttle on a little bit longer down that straight, and the Winterburn's hoping to make him go a little wide and open up that gap as they come up the last straight then. The checkered flag is being made ready in the Winterburn strike. Matthew blocks their way. Matthew takes a much tighter line this time. The battle is on to the finish line. Who's he going to be? The Winterburns get there. The Winterburns take it from the Matthew, from Mark Ossar, from Neil Owen, from Matt Fiorarola. Wow, what a cracking. That's only their B final. Think what the A is going to be like.
Sidecar final turn, not chance to introduce the line-up to but as we get underway, straight away we'll move to the down the front. Rebels and the 30 miles, you already have had a tremendous ride here this afternoon. They'll be getting quicker and quicker, and they've got the lead as they go down that back straight. Joining them in this race is Steve Smith and Dave French, who've gone straight through on the inside of Roger Mesa, who looks to have problems. John Halsey's in third place at the moment. He comes round that bottom bend. He's got in front of Roger Mesa as well. Gary Jackson now moving through with Roger Mesa. Definitely his problem. Leroy at the back of the field is going through in front of Roger Mesa. A tremendous achievement for Lee to be in this final, and I'm sure he'll be glad just to be out there amongst this sort of company. But as we see him go down into this pit bend, it is Rob Wilson and Tony Miles, who were probably devastated last weekend that they couldn't defend their Ace of Aces title right down in 1995. But they've come here with a very determined mood about them. They know they've performed well over the years on this boarded circuit. Will have been a year for them. They go down the back straight, still leading from Steve Smith and Dave French, who've been getting quicker and quicker as the afternoon's going on. And let's not forget Gary Jackson, he's back there in fourth place, and he's trying to get around the outside of John Halsey. He's come much closer to him as he's doing. I think the gap between first and second is closed. Steve Smith is getting closer and closer. He's gone for the outside line. Rob Wilson leading close, but Steve Smith is getting closer, and Steve Smith closes right in on Rob Wilson as he goes into this top end. John Halsey's still there in third, but it's a challenge for first that we've got to run. Behind Rob Wilson, he picked up an enormous amount of drive in this pit bend, and it's close as they come down in. Rob Wilson still keeps the power on, turns in front of him, he goes into that last lap, and then around that top bend, he goes down the back straight. Look at the power that Steve Smith has put. The people standing in front of me, I think, have already made the decision. But what total finish did you have? Steve Smith absolutely flying in those last closing laps, and indeed, he wanted that burn-up title.
Line in for the 1000cc right-hand sidecar final. We look for 9, Miles Simmons and Dave Hogan. 183, Ian Lee Amers and Paul Phillips. Number 7, Paul Johnson and Darren Wills. 184, John Hiscock and Simon Wall. 87, Rob Bradley and Tristan Winterburn, and 25, Colin Blackbourn and Martin Bailey. I think they're all there. They're understarted orders, the revs rise, takes fly, and there they go, an eagle flag as they go down into the first turn, and Ian Lee is unfortunately spinning a bit at the start there and losing a bit of ground. Who's on the front line? It's Miles Simmons and Dave Hogan, the ones who obviously started favourite on top points going into this final, and they scorch into that turn at the top of the field there. Winding up the throttle and powering down the straight. Look at Rob Bradley coming up on the inside. He means look at Paul Johnson hanging on to second place at the moment, trying to go around the outside of Miles Simmons. A little bit of dust there, can't quite see what's happening. As they come out the other side, it's Miles Simmons and Dave Hogan. And it's Rob Bradley and Tristan Winterburn in second place, and Paul Johnson powering around the outside, trying to take that second place back from them. Rob Bradley now goes after the winner. They slide wide on that corner and they come down this way. Paul Johnson gets his second place back again. Can he hold it? Can't see a thing. Here they come then, out of the corner, Miles Simmons and Dave Hogan. Looks like it's Paul Johnson again that's made that second place, and he's pushing now on Miles Simmons' back wheel as they come round that turn. Then it's Rob Bradley in third, then it's Colin Blackbourn in fourth. Rob Bradley goes wide. Colin Blackbourn and Ian Alvis making up a bit of ground. John Hiscock looks like he's decided not to partake in this, or he's going to drop to the back where he can actually see. He's right in the worst of that dust. There goes the leader. It's Paul Johnson now. See what I mean with this dust? Round they come, out of the turn. It's number 7. Paul Johnson leading, and Miles Simmons trying to come to the lead. Paul Johnson takes to the checkered flag from Miles Simmons, from Rob Bradley, Ian Alvis, Colin Blackbourn.
Coming up then for race number 26, Sidecars, and already gets away, and we're looking to see if they come by for the first time. Colin Blackbourn leads him and Rob Bradley in second. Winterburns have got the third. Hiscock in fourth. Pickard is in 5. Peter Lloyd surprised in the back as Colin Blackbourn has the whole shot on Rob Bradley to go up the back straight for the first time. Then Blackbourn leads it from Bradley in second place. Winterburns up fifth place as John Hiscock retakes the fifth place position as Rob Bradley trying to come through on the inside of Colin Blackbourn. Needs to rock shoulder coming out of that pit's corner, but it's Blackbourn who leads them from Bradley in second. Winterburns have got the third. Pickard in 4. Hiscock 5. Peter Lloyd still in 6th place. That's the 6. They go up the back straight once again. Colin Blackbourn still leads it. Rob Bradley trying to close the gap there in second place. The Winterburns in the third, but still Pickard in 5. Rob Bradley getting that pit's corner. Colin Blackbourn has gone wide. A chance for Rob Bradley to find a way through on the inside, but Blackbourn is too quick for him at the moment as Blackbourn still leads them from Bradley in second. It's still Winterburns on the third. Rob Bradley again on the shoulder of Colin Blackbourn. Colin Blackbourn's gone wide. Rob Bradley almost got through on the inside, but Colin Blackbourn again pulls away. But Rob Bradley's hunting in there on the entry to that pit's corner on the lap number 3 then. It's Winterburns, Blackbourn in second place. Rob again almost turned himself inside out and never to try and get through on the inside. Colin Blackbourn is right in he's got the line that Rob Bradley is still looking for. Winterburn still hang on to that third. Pickard is in 4. Lloyd's gone for the 5. We lost John Hiscock so much on the course that race. Again Rob Bradley got very close on the exit. Corner is on the inside. Colin Blackbourn now absolutely together. Colin Blackbourn around the outside. Rob Bradley trying to get through on the inside. And Rob Bradley gets through on the inside. Coming right round the outside. Fabulous action. They cross the line absolutely together there. Fantastic sidecar action there. Winterburns get the third with Pickard's in 4. Peter Lloyd's in 5. We lost somewhere on the line John Hiscock, but what a sensational finish there to that race. Rob Bradley finally got through on the inside, but Colin Blackbourn came very, very late indeed, and I'll leave that one for the gentleman on my right to see who wins a fabulous race number 26.